Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic we are talking about the narcissist being the angel in disguise. I don't know how you guys grew up, but whether you grew up religiously or not, but I grew up in a religious narcissistic cult. Everything about it as I got older seemed fake. It seemed like people, I watched a lot of people that were good people come to church, and if they started speaking about their problems and trying to get away from maybe a domestic violence situation or anything that these people would come to church for, if someone did not like you or did not like how you looked, you would be out of that church. Somehow they will make sure that you would never come back, right? I noticed how people treated others according to their complexion or the way they talk, or they judge people who were single parents, or they judge people that never went to church a day in their life. Or they judged, women, young women or older women. It really doesn't matter if you were a very attractive person. I noticed that these women at these churches that I grew up in, a lot of them gave the pastors and the priests. I grew up in a Catholic church, so they gave the priests so much respect. I remember my grandmother kissing the hands of the priest and just being treating these people as if they were God, right? And I would tell my grandmother, I thought you said, everyone's a sinner. It's like you learn things when you're young and you're being trained and groomed into this religion or into this family, and how this family, every family has a different type of cult rules that they go by. You might have not came from a religious family, but there was a program there in that family that you grew in that was teaching you about good and bad. And it was grooming you to become someone that you obviously didn't want to be. You didn't want to play the role that they were giving you. And because you didn't play that role, they gave you a deal. Your family, the people around you, your friends, they gave you a deal. The devil gave you a deal, and the devil said, okay, well, if you're not going to do this, I'm going to give you options, right? And the option is, okay, if you don't want to go to church anymore, now you're going to have to do Bible studies at home. If you don't do this, it's always, it's like you're trying to get out of this character that everyone is forcing you to be. But then they push you to be another character, and you know that character is still not who you are. And you know that you're learning a lot of data, a lot of information based on your experiences, what you've learned, and your environment. You're learning a lot, and you realize, hey, I was told not to steal, not to lie. I was told that these things are bad, but yet everyone is doing them. Until you deal with a narcissist, the way you view life, everything you learned in life, whether it's family, friends, religion, relationships, everything will change once you deal with a narcissist. Because the narcissist, they come as the angel in disguise, the person that's going to take you away from the pain, the person that understands and can relate to your pain, the person that empathizes with you, or the person that you just feel as if you can be yourself with, the person that starts to give you hope. They start to give you hope. They start to inspire you to be better, inspire you to be your best self. all of a sudden you find yourself, in bliss, and you find yourself wanting to do everything for the narcissist, trying to make sure that they're okay, that they're good, that they're happy. All of a sudden you have all this energy and you feel as if, hey, maybe this person and I can have a future together. And you start to create the future that you want, not knowing what it is truly that narcissist wants. Because the narcissist is a liar from the start. Anything you tell them, they're going to reflect back onto you. Anything you said you wanted, family, a baby, a new life, you want better for yourself. You want stability. You want loyalty. And they look at all the things that you want and they're like, well, if you haven't got it by now, you don't deserve it. And they're not telling you that initially. And initially it's like, why would you expect someone that you don't know to owe you anything, right? But the narcissist is already making their assumptions about you. And they're thinking to themselves, this could be good supply. Not because this supply has anything to offer me, but time. And time is all I need. And time is all I need because as this person is telling me about their life or what they want or their ambitions or their hopes and dreams, I'm going to be following my dreams. And I'm going to need some of that person's light in order to make my light shine bright. This person doesn't understand. They don't understand that your light can be taken away. If you don't know that you have light in you, your light can be taken away. And by the time you realize your light has been taken away, you'll feel so hopeless. You will feel as if you have no power because you have gave all your powers away. And you're thinking, wow, I gave my powers away. What am I going to do now? Am I damned for the rest of my life because now I can't get this narcissist out of my life or out of my mind or out of my spirit? And you start questioning yourself. And the narcissist wants you to feel hopeless and destroy yourself because the devil, you guys, the devil comes to kill and to destroy, right? And you learn these things growing up, but you have this imagery of this big red devil running around. It's even when you know what a narcissist is, not until you experience it will you understand the spirit that's inside of these people that have no empathy. It's nothing there. They don't get it. They don't want to get it. They don't want to understand you. They don't care to understand you. The only reason they learned anything about you was to literally ish on you, shit on you, and it's like really messed up because there's people that have died. There's people that have lost their dreams. There's people that had dreams, or their dreams came true. And this narcissist came and destroyed them when their dreams finally came true. And when you think about those things and you think about who the devil is and who, this bad spirit, growing up, you're thinking, oh, well, the devil is a murderer. The devil is a liar. The devil is someone who steals. And you think all these things, and then you hear people tell you, hey, don't steal. Stealing is a bad thing. Hey, don't do this. This is a bad thing. And you know that there's people out there doing it. And you know that you might have done things that were imperfect in your life as well. But when you finally realize what a narcissist is, you realize that anytime you did bad things in your life, it was to teach you. It was to teach you. And you also realize that you do not have it in you to do the type of demonic things that these people have it in them to do. Some of the things that they do, you're like, well, I can't picture myself ever doing something like that, right? And you think about all these people, influencers, people who made a name for themselves, and you listen to the stories of every person in this world, whether they're poor or rich, and you listen to them and you listen to their life, you will hear stories of abuse. You will hear stories of, their parents who didn't love their children, parents who tried to kill their children, parents who constantly were competing with their kids. You will hear every story that you can imagine, fathers raping, molesting their own kids, having sick thoughts about their children and other children. You'll realize all these things, and you'll realize that, hey, I don't have it in me. What is wrong with these people? Why? And, you'll tell yourself, man, these people have the devil. But it's like being in a horror movie and someone is chasing you. You don't know what it is to finally get caught. And that guy walking over with that scream mask is finally able to take a hit and a stab at you over and over and over again. And after you survive, yes, life goes on. Yes, you can keep living. Yes, you can take this situation and help others and move past this. It's possible. But there's always going to be that story of that person who came into your life as the angel who was supposed to be there for you and protect you or help you out or guide you. They came as an angel in disguise and made themselves seem as if they're your friend. Even when things get bad, they'll tell you, hey, I know we got in this ugly, nasty fight. I know I said some nasty things, but I really don't feel that way about you. I really hate for us not to talk. I really miss you. The narcissist will tell you they miss you, they love you. They will cry. They will cry. And you might say to yourself, no, the narcissist will never cry. Trust me. Look, these people never leave. And the longer you're with them, you'll see everything. You'll see the stalking. You'll see them. Everything is about control to keep you with them. I'm going to tell you guys a couple of verses. I'm not religious. I'm very spiritual, but I do believe that a lot of quotes on the Bible, like I always say, have a lot of meaning to the representation of what's going on in society, in the world. That's always been happening. These type of monsters, have always been around. Some are more savage than others, and we must also understand that there's other people just like you and I. We might be a little bit outnumbered, but there's definitely people like you and I, and it's hard to really understand until you've been through it with a narcissist. And on John chapter 3 verse 8, it says, "Whoever practices sinning is from the devil. The devil has been sinning from the beginning." So when you read this, your initial thought would be, the devil, this guy in this red suit, or, just maybe a wicked person. But when you really think about it, the narcissist, whoever practices sinning, is from the devil. The narcissist actually practices loves to practice being evil. The narcissist gets off on, basically reliving history, and not only reliving it, but practicing new ways of perfecting their craft in being evil, in sinning. So the narcissist, from the start, they come in there and they have a plan for you. The devil has been sinning from the beginning. The narcissist has been lying to you from the beginning, from the day they met you. Whether they are your parents, from the beginning, they've been lying to you. They've been lying to you. They might have not even wanted to have children and have told you many times, that you're a burden, or, from the beginning, they tried to sabotage your life. And what's crazy is that it says the devil has been sinning from the beginning. And when you think about that, you might say, oh, well, this narcissist from the start, they've been lying to me, right? The devil in the Bible, you have to look at the devil as the narcissist. If this person that you dealt with that made you realize what narcissism was and awakened you to that, right? Because it's all about resurrecting yourself. So this person literally killed you, and now you're resurrecting in spirit, and you're realizing that, wow, not only did this narcissist, who is my husband or my boyfriend or whatever narcissist, the most evil one that you came across that finally woke you up, or they might have all woken you up together in a big cult. Once you wake up, you realize that the devil is a liar, the narcissist is a liar. Not only was that narcissist that woke you up a liar, but all the other narcissists in your life, you start to see them for who they are. You might have not thought they were narcissists. They might be your family. You might think this is my mom. She can't possibly hate me. Not like this. I know we don't talk. I know she said some hurtful things. The devil has been lying to you. The narcissist spirit has been lying to you from the start. And when it says from the start, not just in that relationship that you were in, from the start, from the day you were born. So from the day you were born, you were being attacked. You just didn't see it for being an attack, but you were being attacked. And then you realized you were being attacked, but you just thought, hey, this is life. People attack people and things happen. And, you make excuses until you finally meet the most demonic narcissist in your life, because it's God trying to wake you up. God inside of you, that inner thought, your subconscious is reading through everyone around you, and it's trying to tell you, hey, wake up. Then your conscious self says, okay, I'm awake now. And you're like, wake up, where have you been this whole time? Don't you see all the stuff that we've been through together? And you're like, yeah, didn't I tell you to leave? Look, you can still leave right now. And you're just like, yeah, but the kids, but the house, but the this, but this. And then God is still like, hey, I know, but you can still make it. Yeah, I know you don't have any money, but we'll find a way. And you're like, oh, no, I can't listen to my inner self, because my inner self doesn't know I really don't have a way. The narcissist has put you in a box, put you to rest. And it's up to you to resurrect yourself. It's up to you to take that light back. Get your light back. The narcissist does not need your light. They don't need your light. These are greedy people. They don't need your light. They have no use for it but to get other supply and destroy them too. You literally have to destroy the narcissist by taking your light back. Once you take your light back, it destroys them. They feel when you're away. They feel when you've moved on. And what happens is that a lot of people don't move on. And this is why I say there is hope, because you've made it out. You have the information. You know who these people are. You know that you're in the right direction. And you might be afraid, but that's where fear comes into play. That's where you have to break the spell. You have to have the courage to break the curse, to break the spell. I mean, you've been through everything already. I mean, what more pain can you actually go through? And let me not say that, because trust me, when you think you can't go through pain, through a certain obstacle, you will go through many more if you don't get out of that mindset. Because that's the biggest problem that we have as well, is that our thoughts control our reality. And once you leave a narcissist, your thoughts feel like they're everywhere. And if your thoughts create your reality and your thoughts are everywhere, guess what the narcissist is doing? They're destroying you. So use that time that the narcissist has left you in that prison to literally rot. Use that time to make a plan. Use that time to follow your dreams. Use that time for something useful, something productive, and always know that the energy that you put out, you will get back. I do believe in that. You could be the poorest of poorest person. Let me tell you something. I know God is real, because I searched everywhere until I found myself. And when I found myself, I knew God was real, because the moment I knew that God, whatever you want to call it, that energy was real, was the moment that I left that narcissist and focused on my inner self. And I started to come across better situations, better jobs, better positions. Things started to change. Even my friendships with people. A lot of times you go through this hell with this narcissist because you're being pushed into something greater. If you've already went through all this hell with this person, don't you think it's about time you get some good karma back? But how will you get your good karma back if you don't even want it? Once you want something, those things will come into play. Don't ask me how. They just will. When you feel it inside of you, when you feel it in your heart, and you're putting in the work. And when you're putting in the work, you might have setbacks, but you say to yourself, I don't have anything else, nothing worse that I can go through. I have nothing left but this dream, but myself. Somehow, people who are just like you, who got out of that hell and are in heaven, they are waiting for you. They have their hands out waiting for you to welcome you, to say, hey, you finally made it to heaven. Hey, you didn't know the road was going to be like this, where you're walking on your own and walking alone and no one believes in you, and people that think you went crazy, people that know you from the start, people that have seen you evolve, and even with success from leaving the relationship and just being able to be on your own away from these narcissists, even that step is you living in heaven, because as long as you stay in that heaven and you know that you have to put yourself first before anyone else, God loves you, put yourself first. Once you do that, everything will just fall in its place. And every time it feels like the devil is trying to defeat you in other ways, trust me, stay firm, because God will make a way. I hope that, you know, this message was helpful for you guys. I wanted you guys to kind of just understand that there definitely is a devil for every level, and the devil is a liar. You create your reality, and the devil will come to you as an angel in disguise over and over again. So if you know this to be true, you know that you can't trust anyone but yourself, because the same people that love you and admire you, and some of these people will even help you towards your success, will also turn on you. There's a possibility, because that spirit of hate loves to linger, and that spirit has been lying to you from the start. And I hope that this message was clear and helpful for your healing, you guys. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the bell button. And I'll talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.